Hello, Mark. What's happened last week? CFMOTO launched his new UFORCE.
Yeah, new beast from CFMOTO. It's called the UFORCE 600. We've been a little bit privileged to have this one. This is a pre-production unit that we've been beating around for the last couple of months. We had extensive seat time on this thing, so we had a lot of fun. Where is it? It's it's a utility UTV. Big brother is the UTV 1000. This one is more akin to the C4 600 because it has the same power plant, which is a single cylinder, around 40 horsepower. Very different in the power delivery, but in this type of machine, this is what you actually want. You want grunt down low. This is not a race machine, it's a utility. So it's designed to be able to haul stuff and actually tow. So we have we can put 600 pounds in the bed and we can actually haul, which the numbers aren't out yet, but we've been told by my little finger that this thing can haul around 2,000 pounds, which is very good. It's in actually class leading in this segment, in the small displacement segment. It's a pretty nice machine actually. If you take a look, and I want to get to that because this is what I like about it. I love the look. The front end of this machine is just awesome. We see the influence of Kiska, which is the design company that designs KTM motorcycles, which are associated with CFMOTO. So if you look at the front end, it looks similar to the C4 ATV, the C4 600 ATV, and it's got one of the best set of headlights I've seen yet. It's insane, very, very powerful. You don't need the extra light bar. People are still going to get light bars, but you don't need them to see where you're going. Extremely powerful, high beam on this thing. This is very nice. So back to the engine package, 40-ish horsepower, does a pretty good job. Nice and smooth, and if you want to keep it smoother, because this thing has a CVTech primary and secondary drive, which I like CVTech. I'm pretty biased toward that company. It's a Canadian company that manufactures here in Canada, and the only thing I don't like is that they kind of tuned it to minimize belt wear, so it's a little bit choppy. But if you want to get rid of that, what's a cool thing that's on this machine is that inside you have actually a switch. It's a dual mode, so you can switch from sport mode to eco mode, which will soften the throttle a lot and get rid of that jerkiness from the adjustment, the tune of the CVT, which is awesome because you actually don't get to look like a bobblehead when you're on and off throttle. Very nice setup. I actually pretty much like this thing. Talking about the likes at the same time, the suspension, it's a very basic suspension package. On the transmission side, it's a standard transmission, and what I love is that they kept the truck-esque shifter, and the shifting has been very well improved from the UFORCE 1000. And they kind of kept this easy to shift. I love this, and it's a positive feel when you're shifting. So very, very nice on that side of things. If you get back to the suspension is basic oil type shocks with 5 adjustments on the preload. You don't really feel a notch or two, so it's either full soft or full hard. I like the feel of it. It rides nice. There's a sway bar in the back, but no sway bar up front. Affects handling a little bit at speed, but when you're off-roading, the front end will have more travel, and it shows, especially because this unit has 4-wheel drive, but it has a full lock mode. So in full lock mode, when you're crawling, it's pretty intense. It's got very, very good grip. I like this setup. It's very nice. On the steering is the usual fare of power steering, which is electronically adjustable via speed. So this is pretty much flawless. It works great. Brakes is single pot calipers all around. Brake feel is pretty nice. Modulation is easy. I would like to have a little bit more bite, but the trade-off would be less comfort. So the brakes, they do the job. As for weight and body, 1,350 pounds. It's not that heavy. Shows that you only have a single cylinder engine in there. On the tires and wheel package, we're sitting on 12-inch rims, 25-inch height tires, 25.8, 12 up front, 25.10, 12 out back. It's a new tire that I haven't seen yet from the company Harrison. It's the first time I see Harrison on a CFMOTO. It's called the Bruiser XT. It's a radio. I prefer radios on these types of machines just for when you're riding at speed. It does the job. A little bit too hard of a compound though for winter riding. It's going to turn to plastic and loss of grip, so you might think of choosing something else if you winter ride, especially out in eastern Canada where there's a lot of federated trails that are groomed for winter. A little addition is on the suspension side. We've got Art A-arms up front and Art A-arms on back, which gives a little bit more ground clearance. It's getting to be standard, but I like to see that CFMOTO is following on that because it's a feature that you don't notice until you ride really hard stuff and start hitting the suspension components. So it might actually save you from a busted A-arm or something. So yeah, I kind of like the Art A-arm thing. Let's get back to the body because there's a few things that are really cool. This actually opens up like the cab of a full-size rig truck. So this actually flips up and you have access to all the components, especially that radiator, which you have access to both sides so you can actually clean it up if you ride in very muddy conditions. Very, very nice. You got the small little bumper here, which is included. This one is accessory because CFMOTO now manufactures most of their own accessories. So those are OEM accessories built by CFMOTO. So this one has the front bumper. It's going to have the rock sliders on the side, and you have a rear bumper out here, and you have this is a brand new accessory that you got in this huge case that you can actually fit a body in there.
So Mark, that is so cool.
Yeah, I love that spring thing. Just push it and it's back down and you flip it up. So there's no rod or anything, but this is a cool little addition. And these are sealed, so they're weather sealed. I happen to like this. This is perfect, and you can actually strap some more stuff. There's another rack that goes up here. A whole bunch of stuff that are in the accessory catalog. We just got in the back glass 2 days ago, so we got a full-size back glass. We got a full-size windshield. You notice that the cage is profiled like all the other brands now, so you can actually fit the windshield snug. It's nice, decent quality, but all of this stuff is added accessories. If we get back to the body, we did the front end, front accessibility. What I love is the back end. Same thing here. You raise this thing off, and you have full access to the engine for maintenance, for verification of your air filter, check the oil. All of this stuff is very, very easy to do, and this is something that if you're a little bit mechanically inclined, you can save a lot of money because you can actually do the job yourself without tearing the whole machine down. So this is a very, very good point that I love about these things. All lighting is LED lighting also. The tail lights, the front lights, all LED. I just love the way they did it on this one. You know, for a CFMOTO, we're getting at a point where these things can compete with just about anything out there. No longer you can say CFMOTO is a cheap piece of beep. They do the job. It's got real 4x4. The switchgear is nice. The only little gripe I have is the seating. On the seating, the front seat is adjustable, very comfortable. Passenger seat, non-adjustable. Just that seating position between the two. It's symbolic, or very, very small adult or child will fit there. If you fit a big adult there, the two other passengers are not going to like it. There's a huge storage compartment under the passenger seat. Again, front access. all around the package is pretty darn good. I don't know if I talked about this, but there's a front winch that's included. You got flashers that are included. You got the horn. This is typical CFMOTO 3,500 pound winch. What the cool thing is now is that it's got a wireless remote. Thank God. Because those were very, very, you had to use the wired remote, which wasn't really cool. So, wired remote, perfect. So let's conclude this. The hits and misses. The misses, it's a little bit noisy. The engine is noisy. The CVT is noisy. You can hear it work, but it's a 600 in a like close to 1,400 pound machine. So you're gonna hear some mechanical noise out of a single cylinder. It's not that bad, but it could be quieter. CFMOTO could do better on that side. So it's still in my misses. The tires, hit and miss. I had bad experience with Everson tires in the past. So I'm still noting it in the misses. Might be guitar, radio. The compound seems a little bit too hard, so it's in the miss category. The seating arrangement. It's a 2-seater and a quarter. I can't say more than that. On the plus side is a few good things. Engine power is pretty decent for the CC. The power ratio is pretty decent. I love the steering and suspension. It's a precise package that makes the handling enjoyable at speed, right up to 80 clicks an hour. This thing will eat up federated trails or your local trail system. It does the job. I like it, and it's, you know, for the price, it's very, very good. The major plus is all the lighting and all the accessibility of this machine, which makes it one of the easiest machines to be able to do maintenance and take care of, especially the washing of the radiator up front. Very, very nice. I happen to love the package. Bang for the buck, this is one of the good ones out there. Competing, you got the RZR, you got the Ranger 570, you have the Defender HD5, HD7. So in the price range, they're a little bit pricier, depending, or there's missing stuff. So it's important for you to compare, but it's in that category. So there's some good competitors around. See what it is. This one's got a 1-year full warranty, 5-year of powertrain warranty, or 5,000 kilometers. Go check out CFMOTO.ca to find out all the little kits, details and all this stuff. So go check them out on the web. Check us out on Facebook. You can reach us at atvguys1 on Facebook, and we're on Instagram, atvguys. And please give us the thumbs up and subscribe, because it shows us that you like what we're doing. I'm just an old guy that loves this stuff, and I do this because I have a lot of fun doing it. So I'm Mark. Behind that camera is Jason, and we are the ATV guys. And I think we're going out riding. See ya.